Hi Steve, welcome to a preview of our sale on Sunday, May the 5th at 12 p.m. We've been very busy and I thank my crew. We brought in 4 estates since Friday, so it's very busy and very chocker-blocker, but it's a great sale and you should be at it. Here, for starters, in this room we have a lot of everything. So we're going to start with this pair of Louis Philippe style marble top and bronze mounted commodes. Nice size, nice to have a pair. In the center here we have a marble top in gilt wood, Louis XV1 style marble top console. Probably had a mirror in its original day, but look at this very large and decorative doré bronze clock with an enamel face. Came from Mahopac estate. As you'll notice, there's art and everything around, but my other appraisers will get to that eventually. Here we have a beautiful pair of vintage Milo Baumann chrome armchairs, upholstered with what I believe is Larson fabric, very psychedelia, that. Great for going to a party that you don't notice when you spilt the drinks on it. And here we have probably a pair of malachite, faux malachite painted stools, upholstered in the same fabric, probably by Baker. Here we have from an estate in Briarcliff Manor, I believe, a beautiful large marble by Giovanni De Martino of a young boy fishing, and life size, has patina from being outside, but it's a nice patina. Over here, from another New York state, quite big estate, we have this very large Victorian burl wood, beautifully inlaid and doré bronze mounted console or server, whatever. Up on top of it we have a 3-piece bronze and patinated putty and marble garniture set. On top of these commodes we have 2 beautiful abstract marble figures or sculpture from a New Rochelle estate that we got some beautiful mid-century art which Neely is going to talk about in a while. In the sale we have 3 pianos. I'm going to show you this one here. This is a Steinway Model M from a New Rochelle local estate. Nice piano, could do a bit of refinishing. I'm going to move into the main room, Steve. People are still busy and still is stuff, quite a hodgepodge, so let everyone get a view of the room. I'm not going to talk too much because all my appraisers will. I'm going to walk you slowly around here, Steve. Lots of mid-century, lots of used furniture, lots of tchotchkes, lots of sculpture. Over here we have a magnificent satinwood and inlaid bedroom set, probably from the 30s, but what's unusual about this is we have all the pieces. We have the little mirror, the end tables, we have a sofa chair, an upholstered chair, we have a beautiful center table, we have a lamp. It's quite a large set, as it used to be in the 30s in those glam times. Look, we even have a nice bench for in front of the vanity. Moving right along, Steve, we have this beautiful Regency style dining room table with chairs. We have lots of chairs. We have lots of break fronts. This is even a triple pedestal dining room table. We're selling it as a set, I believe. Table, chairs, cabinet, lots of chandeliers. We got library tables, we've got sculpture, we've got servers, lots of Baker furniture, needle points. I'm not even going to hazard a guess as what's in the back room, but hopefully Bruce will take a jungle trip in there and let you know. There's chinoiserie, Carlton style desks, carpets. Over here, one of my Brimfield specials here, we have a nice size national coffee grinder. After all the work we've been doing this week, we probably need that. Here's a beautiful piano by Joseph Berger. Look at the burl walnut on that, totally restored. Magnificent looking piano. We have another W. Canabi piano in the black room. We got Midcentury, we got Porcelains, we got Whitney here getting ready for her preview. We got Bruce running back there getting ready for his one, and Keane running out here. With that, I'm going to say good luck and hand you over to Bruce. Thank you.
Thanks, Ron. I have to hurry it along today, so we have a lot of stuff in this upcoming sale. Large lots of antique porcelain, 19th century porcelain, as you can see up here, being sold in generous lots. A tray lot of antique Battersea boxes, a nice Limoges punch set, porcelain everywhere, including this set of Heron plates. And here a nice lot, I'll stop 1 minute, 2 Jardinières. This one's probably Choisy-le-Roi, kind of aesthetic movement, and a French one lot. We have a big selection of garden sculpture, marbles, alabasters. This boy sits on top of this pedestal, 3-color alabaster. A beautiful marble here. 2 pieces of Heron together is 1 lot. Lamps, Italian lamps, Art Deco lamps, candelabras. A beautiful bronze of a fawn with a goat. A bronze bust, only signed F. Barbedian, founder, no artist signature. A portrait bust, nice 19th century clock set, garniture set. And just for 1 minute, a beautiful arts and crafts, probably a watercolor frame, signed by the maker on the back. Nice original label there. Paris porcelain, pairs of lamps, beautifully decorated. Another pair with en grisaille paintings of women. A nice antique watercolor here on silk with a poem. It is signed and it's got collection seal marks here. They're a little faded and hard to read, but I think it's a pretty good quality early watercolor or painting. And here a 6-fold screen. I hope this one's Chinese and not Japanese. In either event, it's a beautiful screen, an old one, had a couple of repairs. And behind it, definitely Chinese, maybe 18th century, maybe even 17th century, unsigned. We haven't taken them out of their frames, but a set of 4 watercolors, 3 Chinese porcelains, including a signed moon flask, a nice vase here. It's got a little chip in the top, and then an aubergine vase here, which has a bit of age. Nice one. And here a beautiful Chinese, 19th century Chinese gilded dragon on a blue ground vase, also signed in gilded characters. And in this showcase, Steve, a good collection of Austrian bronzes. Most of them are signed Bergman. I hope you can see the detail through the glass. Some being sold individually, some being sold in lots. Here's 4 more. You can see the details on our website. And a beautiful antique terracotta figure of a blackamoor. And from our Valhalla estate, a beautiful pair of First Empire, shouldn't even touch them, First Empire winged figural candelabra, patinated in gilt, about as nice a quality as you can hope to find. A period Louis Philippe marble top commode, kind of a faded finish, original marble. And here we should have a lot of action on this. A big 18th century, I don't know if it came from a church, a big pricket, a wall-mounted candle pricket holder with a central cherub. Probably did come from a church. This pair of chairs, they're probably no older than the 1970s, but very unusual, maybe 60s, very unusual with the mother of pearl inlay. And it's just the varnish that's turned yellow. It'll all scrape off to a good finish mother of pearl. And here a pair of antique, the other one's on the other side of the room, terracotta recumbent lions. And at this moment, our website says only 1, but we got a call today that the estate found the mate to this marble cassoulet. So that'll be updated tomorrow or the next day, but it is a pair. And a pair of brass-mounted, late 19th, early 20th century, really, Louis Philippe style card tables. Hard with leather tops, original leather tops. Hard to find a pair. And a beautiful black forest pedestal, really one of the nicest ones I've seen. You see the typical deer and dogs up here, but it has these beautifully carved dog's head and paw feet at the base. Should be a nice item for our Black Forest buyers. A big custom mahogany break front out of a house in Pound Ridge, not sure who the maker is. A pair of sort of 1950s, 1960s fruitwood chests. They don't say Baker, but I know for sure they're Baker. The designer in the 60s, took all the Baker labels off the items from this Park Avenue or Manhattan apartment. And here just one of many pieces of 18th century French provincial furniture, a little server there. It all needs a little work. It was in storage, but good authentic antiques. A pair of brass and iron Savonarola chairs with leather, kind of arts and crafts period. This came in yesterday, a beautiful little rosewood writing desk, French style, maybe Oh, there, it's labeled right there. It's Baker. 1950s. A lot of hardwood antique Chinese stands. Here's one of two being sold in a lot, and there's other ones scattered throughout the room. A group of 4 antique Chinese carved panels. They've had mirrors put in the back in the last 20, 30 years, but they're really exceptional quality. A pair of big ones and then a pair of smaller side ones, all with mirrors. And here, Steve, a couple of weather vanes. This is a small zinc one, hollow body zinc, antique for sure. Original paint. And here a nice running horse weather vane with a cast iron or zinc head, traces of original gilding, some bullet holes as you expect out of an Englewood, New Jersey estate. Nice little neoclassical window bench. This already has a bit of attention, along with the nice French bronze clock that Ron already spoke about. Here from a Manhattan apartment, a pair of Baroque style balustrades with carved cherubs and sort of grape motif made into lamps in the probably 1940s, 50s in the day, they would say. I already mentioned marble sculpture. This one's alabaster, but a beautiful Art Nouveau woman in carved alabaster. I walked right by these earlier. I meant to mention them. They're a pair of antique bronze urns that were made into coffee tables, probably in the 60s. And from Valhalla, a beautiful early 20th century, mid 20th century carved French-style cane daybed. The cushions have gone hard, but it's a beautiful design. From our Valhalla estate, a beautiful 19th century bronze figural candelabra with these 3 big cherubs. Not a white metal one now. This is a beautiful French, good quality. It's a little dirty, French bronze one. Steve, we're selling both of these 18th century English lowboys as one lot. They both need a little bit of work, but nice and authentic. And some trophy horns also from New Jersey that I wouldn't even mention if they didn't have this ibex. Has such an interesting plaque that it was given from an Indian dignitary to somebody. You can see the details on our website. And scattered throughout the whole gallery is 9 or 10 pieces of bamboo, late 19th century bamboo furniture. This is just 2 of them. The costumer is kind of hard to find. And if you wouldn't mind just looking across the room, Steve, there's 4 more pieces and 3 more pieces to your right, but a rare little lantern, and even this I haven't seen, a little bamboo table with original English tile top. Anyway, a nice lot of bamboo furniture, 9 or 10 pieces. From our New Jersey estate, not a pair, but almost identical. The only thing different is the lower shelf. A pair of Benchmade, turn of the century, beautiful quality Adams style bow front servers. And from Valhalla, also early 20th century, but a beautiful quality 3-piece sort of bergère and ottoman, or a duchesse Ambrosé, maybe they would say. From my Pound Ridge estate, an antique Chinese robe in this lucite, probably framed in the 70s. I do wish you could get a shot of the quality of this needlework all along. I don't know if it's Kisi or the Forbidden Stitch, but it's very, very good quality embroidery. A big outdoor marble with its base, with its socle of Zeus, and another one of Venus. They're beautiful quality. We have the pedestals, which I'm going to show you, are outside, from a local Rye, New York estate. And I did want to mention that the estate that these sculptures come from, his name was Bocchini, and he had an art gallery in Paris, I guess in the 1940s or 50s. And we're going to be selling all of his art by Mr. Bocchini in the next auction, but the garden things we're going to sell in this auction. And here a pair of antique stone pedestals, I think probably 18th century. These are the pedestals that Zeus and Venus were on in the estate in Rye. This one was repaired in the late 19th or early 20th century. It doesn't matter, they're beautiful. And from the same estate, I'll end my segment with this Japanese bronze pagoda, garden pagoda. I think the boys put it together upside down. We'll work that out later. And now I'm going to turn it over to Nelia, and thank you very much, and hope to see you at the auction Sunday, May 5th.
Thank you, Bruce. As usual, we have a great array of art this sale, going from old master paintings up to contemporary. I'm going to start here with this contemporary piece. This is by Jeannick Boys, a French artist, born in 1950. This is actually done in 1990. Great abstract piece, nice and bright, out of a home in New Rochelle. The collector had a lot of contemporary and mid-century pieces of art. The piece above it also from the same home, as well as this wonderful abstract bronze that we have on the table here. Unfortunately, this piece is not signed, but just great, almost figurative piece. Very attractive. Also, we have a nice black marble from the same home. And behind it, you can see the Louis Icart Spanish dancer etching. We do very well with those here. Next up, I'll show you this really well-painted scene. We've got a bishop or perhaps a pope giving money to a beggar. The faces are just handled very beautifully. There's a lot of details in the background. This is from a home up in Valhalla. We took a few other pieces of art from this home. This is an estate fresh painting by Ivan Ivazovsky, a 19th century Russian artist. This is a rather important piece. There are not many pieces like this that are down on the street level and are really figurative paintings. He is by far and large a landscape painter, and he does these wonderful expansive landscapes. He did do a lot of these Orientalist scenes like this one. You have the double signature both in Cyrillic and in English down in the corner. And there are quite a lot of details in the background which really show his skill as a landscape artist that are a bit lost here because, as I said, this is estate fresh, dirty, came out of a home up in Stamford, and the woman's mother had it for many, many years. I'll just show you the back also. We've got a signature back here and an old US Customs label. So we believe this is an authentic piece and could be a great addition to somebody's collection. Here we have a Bernard Buffet lithograph. This is actually Lower Manhattan skyline, a limited edition of 150, pencil signed. And this is sort of a nice little taste of Bernard Buffet oil we have coming up in the next auction. It's a beautiful floral still life with orange flowers, and that came out of a local estate. We're very excited about that. That's coming up June 2nd. But here we have a great New York litho. This is a nice idyllic farmscape done in pastel by E. Gunther, dated 1945, kind of in the style of Grant Wood or one of his contemporaries. Very well done, nice use of color and light. This piece by Duro Politica actually came from a North Carolina consignor. It's an oil on canvas of a bride. He's a Croatian artist. This is dated 1966. We've actually, now this will be our fourth painting by the artist coming up for auction. We've been doing very well with them. Nice mid-century pieces. This is in actually very, very good condition. We've had pieces in the past that were a bit brittle. This one's in beautiful shape. And just below it, we have a Kathy Kollwitz woodcut, and this is called The Parents. This is an edition of 100. This is number 33. This is from a series of portfolios she did of war scenes or war pictures. Pencil signed here. Really nice emotional piece. From a Manhattan apartment, we have a collection of silk screens. They were done for banner, printed by multiples in 1968. Here we have the iconic Andy Warhol Campbell's soup can in nice bright neon colors. All of these have copyright information on the back. This one's a Tom Wesselman. You've got the classic nude. We have a Robert Indiana, the Stars and Stripes. And then being sold as one lot, we have the Nicholas Krushenek, as well as a Jim Dine silkscreen. The rest of them are being sold individually, but they're all from the same set, printed by multiples. Out of a home in Rye, actually a home of an artist in Rye, came a collection of 19th century and 18th century works. This piece here may even be earlier. This is a nice old master, beautifully painted. There's actually a sticker on the back, likely from the artist himself, cataloged it as a 17th century Italian school painting, and I do believe that's probably accurate if you look at the condition and the back of the canvas. But beautifully, beautifully painted, and behind it also from the same home. Although the subject is not so pleasurable, it's also very well rendered. This is a great mid-century abstract work by John Chin Young. This came in on one of our walk-in Wednesday auction appraisal days. The condition on it is a little bit unfortunate. There are quite a few losses in areas. Some of it's on a very heavy impasto, but there's a lot of texture to the painting, and I like the muted colors. It's a very wonderful composition. This large landscape is by August Becker. He's a German painter, but this is actually a British scene. If you can get in close, you'll see actually the red coats here. There's a military scene going on. It's titled Chatham Ground Showing Docks and Fort Pitt-Hill, October 1845. So just really nicely painted landscape. You've got the detail, the military, added interest there. This also out of a local home. I believe it was Larchmont or possibly Greenwich, Connecticut. This incredibly serene landscape by Richard Mayhew, an African-American 20th century artist. Just love it. It's so well done, has a wonderful atmospheric effect, beautiful painting. This also came out of a Larchmont house. We're happy to have it in the sale. Here we have an old master oil on canvas. This is one of many. I mentioned the beautiful Italian piece before, and I'll show you another one in a minute. Some of it has a bit of skinning, and some of the details are lost, but age-appropriate condition. These two oils on board are also from the same home of the artist in Rye. They're by Gounier. They're French. You can see we have sort of a Moorish warrior here, and up above we have another man in armor. A nice pair, the frames and the paintings themselves, of course, as is, out of an attic, untouched for many years. I just love this 19th century work. This is by Selina Roberts, a female artist. It's called Meditation, but you see this beautiful woman here undressing, removing her shoes, the way her dress falls off the shoulder there. It's just so beautiful, so graceful, very well done. Unfortunately, there's little information available about the artist. Here we have an oil on canvas by Otto Herschel, an Israeli artist. Here we have a rabbi studying at a table adorned with many candlesticks and other pieces of Judaica. A lot of detail here. Really nice work. Up here we have a Nathaniel Reich, and it was a wonderful gallery scene, so whimsical. I just think it's hilarious looking at this sort of rotund woman admiring the lanky male nude. And you have these little boys in the background looking at the nude sculpture of the woman. There's just a lot of character to this piece. Nathaniel Reich, as far as I know, has not sold any pieces at auction. He is listed in Who is Who in American Art, but unfortunately there are no auction records, so we will have to set one here. And here we have another old master. This is from the same home in Valhalla as the piece with the Pope. You've got the regal rooster and his hen with baby chicks around. Really nicely painted, could be 18th or 17th century, but nice condition, very nice condition. Up here is a wonderful oil on canvas by Jonah Mak, an Israeli artist. Nice mid-century piece, wonderful use of colors, shape, and form, kind of Fauvis going onto Cubist. Really nice painting. That's going together with this gouache on paper. Another beautiful streetscape by the same artist. Again, minor listings, but beautiful paintings and very well executed. So that's just a taste of what we have coming up on Sunday in art, but I'm going to send it over to Keen and we hope to see you then. Thanks.
All right, thanks, Nelia. So here's Midcentury selections in our May 5th sale. Starting right here is the Paul Mateo Bianca chair, really comfortable. Great legs on this, a modern design. And we'll continue on here to something that I personally like, is a Danish modern signed table and chairs, a set of 6 side chairs. 2 leaves for this table. It expands to what you see now and collapses into a circular table. It's made by a company, Ilum Bogius from Denmark, and really clean, very nice look to this table. So right here we have a Paul Macabre 8-drawer chest with a beautiful brass stretcher on the bottom, crisscross stretcher on that. This belongs to a lot of Paul Macabre that also has another 2-drawer, top 3-drawer chest right behind you here, Steve. And on top of this piece is 2 Paul Macabre style brass and wood Danish lamps, table lamps without the shades. Going back to this piece, if you want to just get this on the inside, all the pieces in the Paul Macabre lot are marked Calvin on the inside of the drawers. Very nice pieces there. Right here, next to these 2, which also belong to the Paul Macabre lot, the side tables, here's the sideboard that goes with the dining set I just showed you. Great condition. The interior is beautifully maintained, like original condition, great look to it. On the top there's 1 watermark, but once again, minimal amount of work will make that really shine. Behind that here is a George Nelson for Herman Miller roll top desk. Has the teak on top. Great condition on this. Has the 1 drawer, is missing 1 drawer, but that's easily replaced, and also in great condition on this. I'll keep moving now. Right here is a Baker Asian modern dining table. And as you can see on the bottom, there's 4 good sized leaves on that. There's 4 side chairs sold separately. They are also Baker Asian modern style. 2 armchairs against the wall here. And speaking of armchairs, here's a set of 3 really unique Danish chairs that have a great upholstery on them. Really contrast with this beautiful wood, the curved wood in the back here. Very unique, like nothing I've seen before at Clarke. And just quickly here, we'll show you the Danish, also Ilum Bogius vanity, and it has a desk on it, and it doesn't look like much now, but you put it together with a nice stretcher on the top, and it's beautifully constructed to make a great vanity or a desktop. So right here we have a signed Saporiti lounge chair, super comfortable. As you can see, you'll sleep like a rock once you hit this thing once. Next to that on the left, we have a elbow table, an L-shaped coffee table. Beautiful legs on the bottom. Absolutely has to be refinished on top. There's some watermarks and some crack allure to the lacquer and the varnish on there, but it's once again a great looking table. Perfect for any low room, low chairs. Okay, so right here we have 2 more Danish side chairs signed. They are great. Lightweight, but they have really good construction on them. You can see the bottom with the curved wood, a little bit of damage on that one, but the other one is in great condition. In the middle of these chairs, we have a Gio Ponti style coffee table, occasional table. It has the beautiful legs on the bottom, almost seamless welds to the ball feet. Great look to the top of this. The grain on this wood is very nice, very nice. It has a great look to that. And we'll continue on here. This is just a sample of a dining set that we have, also from Paul Macabre. Has a really funky upholstery on it. Another one of my favorites in the sale. There's 4 armchairs, or 4 side chairs and 2 armchairs. There's also a drop leaf Paul Macabre dining table that we have in the back. In the middle of these, we have a Fritz Hansen X-Base foldable tray top table. You can see that closes and opens very easily. Signed on the bottom of the tray, made in Denmark with the Danish control label on that. Behind me right here, we have a Rob's John Gibbings slipper chair. We only have 1. It would be better if we had a pair. The upholstery needs some work on it, but the frame is in pretty good condition. Maybe some refinishing on the legs. It seems it got beaten up a little bit, but somewhat a rare chair. Very nice look to it as well. I'll continue on here. This you might have seen, it goes with a rolling tea cart on the other side of the room that we might have glanced by. Great look, kind of in the style of Milo Bauman, the chrome and the wood. Nice console, simple, yet very elegant. Would fit great in any mid-century room that you have. And it wouldn't be a mid-century sale without the classic Aero Saarinen tulip chairs. We have 4 of these and 2 of these. So 2 arms, 4 side chairs. A little dirty and the foam has become a little hard on these, but the bases are in excellent condition. Just need to clean them up a little bit and they'll have a great seat to those as well. And just in time for the nice weather, we have a set of 4 bikini chairs from Eames, original upholstery, and the Eiffel Tower bases also original to the chair. And this is a Giacometti style lamp after the design of Jean-Michel Franck, and it is the 3-tiered disc shape. Very nice records on these, great look to it. And that basically does it for me. I hope to see you all at the sale on May 5th, and I will shoot you over to Whitney now. Thank you.
Thank you, Keenan. I'm going to be covering the jewelry and sterling selection for a May 5th auction. We're going to begin our jewelry selection with this Edwardian pendant and necklace. It's sapphires and diamonds, a nice little design here with a diamond drop. This piece weighs approximately 3.5 pennyweights with the chain, and it comes from a Bronxville estate. Next to it, we have this rose-cut diamond and gold brooch. The carat weight on the diamonds is approximately 1.5 carats, and the pennyweights on this brooch is 4.6 pennyweights. Next, we have this lovely gold bangle with 6 round-cut amethysts. It is a very nice piece and weighs approximately 9.8 pennyweights. From the same estate as our bangle, we have this 3-piece lot. We'll begin with this sapphire starburst ring with a central diamond set into 14-karat gold. And it's accompanied by a gold brooch with seed pearls and a central blue faceted stone in the center, and a pearl and diamond ring set in 18-karat gold. Another multi-piece jewelry lot in this auction is this pair of sapphire and 18-karat Italian yellow gold earrings in a leaf design with a gold brooch with opals and seed pearls, and also a nice pearl drop. And it is accompanied by this gold bracelet with graduated uncut blue stones. A very nice piece in this sale is this brooch and earring set. It is a flower or rose form and tremblant brooch with a pair of matching earrings. This brooch, the diamond weight in this brooch is approximately 8 carats, and there's approximately 3 carats of diamonds in the earrings. These diamonds can also be worn with, this dangle, or you do have the option of removing this little dangle for just a small little clip-on earring. One of the nicest pieces in this auction is this Buccellati jewelry set. It is a brooch and earrings in a thistle and leaf design, and it does come with this nice original Buccellati box. All pieces are signed M. Buccellati and are set in 18-karat gold. This lot weighs approximately 18 pennyweights. That wraps it up for this jewelry for this sale, and we're going to move on to the sterling. We have this 2-piece lot, which includes an emerald green glass perfume bottle with silver overlay, accompanied by this Art Nouveau inkwell, which is hallmarked with a sterling top. And the hallmarks are right here. I don't know if you can see that. And these came from a Bronxville estate. This Judaica lot here just came in this morning, and it is 3 spice towers. These 2 are 800 silver. And moving on to one of our flatware sets, this is a Whiting 2-piece set in Louis XV, and these 2 pieces weigh approximately 8 troy ounces. These are in the same lot as a wonderful silver plate fish set. It comes with these 2 serving pieces as well as 12 forks and 12 knives. On this knife, it is a nice engraving, and this was a gift to a couple who got married in August of 1891. So this is a nice set with the 2 serving pieces by Whiting. Over here in these great original boxes, we have an engraved serving set, really quite beautiful. If you can take a look at this engraving on here. It is quite lovely and hallmarked. And these two pieces are accompanied by a great engraved tomato server. This is unmarked, but a really lovely piece. One of my favorite pieces in the sale is a wonderful, unique Gorham and enamel sterling partial flatware set. It is all these sterling pieces, as well as there are 12 of these little salad forks. And here we have a miscellaneous flatware set. We do have this pie server, these two serving pieces with lovely gilded bowls, a salad set with sterling handles. This is a T.H. Matheson tongs. This is one of 11 really great engraved little teaspoons, a demi-tasse spoons, and 2 hors d'oeuvre forks. And here we have a very large, beautiful Gorham flatware set. This is only a small portion of the pieces that are included, and this pattern is English gadroon. If you take a look here, you can see, unfortunately it doesn't come in a nice case, but it is a ton of serving pieces, and we will set those up nicely for you. And this lot is approximately 114 troy ounces, and it does come from a nice Bronxville estate. And that about wraps it up for the jewelry in sterling, and we hope to see you at our auction on May 5th. Thank you.